So when it comes to Garry's mod, there are a lot of mods and maps to test your weaponry out, but what if you could do that on any map? This is the one and only CQB simulator mod. And it's really cool with how it works. Let me show you. So for starters, you do want to make sure that you're on an open map. Here we are on flat grass, the typical map that most people play on. Go ahead and press E on the console, and you're going to get a menu pop up. Now don't worry, this is a very simple menu, and it is incredibly well built. Let's go over what everything does. So in the game tab, you can choose your game mode. We have solo raid, which is going to make it to where you have to kill enemies within a certain time frame to get a certain score. We also have survival. Now this is going to be an endless wave of enemies. You do get rounds though, so you can kind of catch your breath, and then you get rated based on how many rounds you've beaten. And then we have another one, which is versus, but of course I don't have another person here to test that out, so we can't do that. You can also change the difficulty, which is going to of course make things more difficult. We have realism if you're really hardcore. You can also choose the size of the arena because, well, I didn't mention it, this creates a randomly generated arena. Yes, it's as crazy as it sounds, but you can go ahead and choose the size right here. You can also change the stage style. We have industrial, facility, kill house, combine, apartment, tons of cool different choices, and you can even choose the enemy type you want to fight. Terrorist, enforcer, rebel, and combine. Now if you do want to tweak some of the settings, we have some configurations here. One, you can edit the HUD menu. This is incredible for someone like me who has an ultra wide display. I can move the HUD elements so I don't have to play in a smaller resolution, and it's so handy. You can just grab things and move it. It is incredibly intuitive, and I am such a big fan of this system. So to the creator, you really killed it with this. Now, what else can we configure? A ton of different things. You can choose the location. When you edit this, you can see you can kind of like move and adjust. Now, I'm not going to do this because I'm just fine with where I'm at right now, but if you are having trouble with it clipping into the map, you can of course do that to fix it. Alright, let's get into the game. We're going to do basic raid. We're going to choose apartment, and let's go ahead and do it. When you click start, you're going to find a zone. You have to be in this zone. Once you're in that zone, you will be transported, and you have 30 seconds to prepare. This is where you can open up the Q menu here and choose whatever weapons that you want. Now I'm going to go ahead of course and pick quite a few of the Modern Warfare based weapons just to really get us set up. Once you're happy with the weapons that you have, simply walk out of the zone and the game will begin. You get a mini-map in the top right corner, which is really cool. Now, it's also important to note that you can open doors in many different ways. By holding Alt, you can slowly open the door. And the reason why you want to do this is sound plays a key factor here. That's right. NPCs do not have omniscience. You can see right here, he doesn't even know we're here. Now you do want to be careful because enemies can hear and see the things that you do, more so than typically in Garry's mod. And it's pretty cool. It really feels genuine and, well, dare I say, immersive. Now as you go about, you're going to also find, well, health kits. Holding down E on this will let you use it. It's going to slowly regenerate your health and armor over time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see how well we can do here. Really, really cool. Like, this is actually my first time doing this. I did read everything. Alright, so the Modern Warfare weapons might be a little too strong here. Whoa, that dude was really coming onto us. And we've actually taken some considerable damage. And we died. Now, when you die, you will be teleported back with all your items, and it'll give you a brief summary of how well you did, and other things like the weapon you use, the accuracy, the shots. Now, it also saves like a recording of you going through the facility. You can see here's what it looks like. Really cool stuff, and you can of course click play, and this is, well, exactly how I played through this. This mod's incredible. There's so many cool things to this, and I honestly can't believe how awesome this is. Alright, so this time we're going to go ahead and go for industrial. We're also going to fight enforcers, and we're going to make the map small, just to kind of see how well this works. Alright, we're going to click start, and off to the races we go. Now, you're going to notice the walls do look quite different. Again, wanting to take this time to spawn in the weapons that you need, because of course you don't spawn with any, but you can go into the settings and make it to where you keep your inventory if that's what you wish. Alright, so right now you can see our detection meter is at 0, which is exactly what we want. We're going to try to creep this open. Now, it is recommended to use silenced weapons if the base that you're using supports that. Alright, we're just gonna... Oh my god. Well... Alright, so that time, the game actually crashed. So you want to be very careful about that. Don't even know what even happened there. Oh, we have a lot of enemies here. And I do also want to say that these enemies, they will challenge you. Like, this is pretty difficult, and we're only on standard. So you want to be careful with how you move about. Oh, and by the way, if you do hold shift near a door, it's safe to say, I think they know where we are. Now, the cool thing about doors is you don't have to, well, open it like normal. You can even destroy them with some really cool destruction effects that look a little too close to Left 4 Dead. Alright, this time we're going to play survival. Now again, the rules do change quite a bit. Let me go ahead and get all my weapons set up. You want to be very cautious with how you go about this because, again, there's not really going to be an end to it until you die. And you can see right off the gate, our detection is maxed out. Oh my god, that guy just comes at us with a machete. Didn't expect that. We are fighting, I believe, terrorists, if I do remember correctly. It's pretty creepy. The fog of war you can see, very eerie. Also makes it feel like you really did get transmitted into an entirely different location, which is really cool. Alright, now we gotta clear out the remaining enemies without them killing us first, of course. Alright, so we may or may not have died there. So now I'm gonna dial in. I'm really going to try my hardest here. There we go. These dudes do a lot of damage, so you gotta be very careful. It looks like we did find one of the spawn rooms. So far, so good. Now, apparently there is some ammo pickups you can find, which does give you extra magazines. I don't think I've found those yet. And it could very well be that they might not be compatible with this particular base. So do keep that in mind. Alright, we gotta clear out the remaining enemies here. I'm so used to fighting dumb NPCs. These NPCs are actually pretty smart. Alright. Looks pretty good. Where is this? Oh. There we have it. Wave 1 is complete. Now you can go and try to find some medkits. Just heal up, which we definitely need that. And now we go on to the next round. And it's going to keep doing this. Oh, wait, there's ammo. Okay. Sweet. Now we have a ton more ammo that we can use. Don't know if this is the best gun for this, but you know what? Screw it. Okay, these dudes can shoot you from pretty much anywhere. And they are wiggly. Oh, this is not looking good, y'all. We just gotta survive. That's the only goal. And we failed. Now, I was playing on hardcore, which is not the most difficulty. You can see it goes up to realism, which is just kind of insane. But there you guys have it. Your very own close quarters combat simulator, which is really cool. Like, I am such a huge fan of this mod. I didn't even think it was going to be as cool as it was, but it blew me away. By the way, we are playing on realism to end this video out. A big thank you to Killer7 and Small Potato TV for suggesting this in my Discord. If you guys do want to suggest anything, definitely check that out down below. It's the best way to have it happen in a video. I am in tremendous pain right now. And I'm dead. All the links will be in the description as always. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys again for watching this until the end. And until next time, farewell.